Every day here in the pits, and we're in stage 4 now at the Tour de France. The buses arrive. There's 22 of these things, massive buses pulling up. Brent, you remember back in your days, what are you guys doing there on the bus? Just checking your messages?
Yeah, more or less, getting that last sort of minute of calm, checking messages, checking in with families. Generally on the drive to the start, it's still kind of open time to listen to music, send some emails, catch up. And then pretty quick after the riders are arriving, there will have some team debriefing, some meetings, some tactical planning, and then it'll be phones off, business time, and get ready to go.
These things are massive. I mean, I guess you get pretty friendly and get on with the bus drivers as well.
Yeah, you know, they look massive on the outside, but it's cramped in there. Yeah, I've had enough being in those buses, to be honest. I'm pretty happy to be out here in the fresh air. But yeah, you'll have your assigned seat for pretty much the whole race. Most of them are configured now to where you have some space next to you to also have your bag spread out, stretch your legs. But yeah, you're in these things nonstop, you know, before and after every stage for a month. So you kind of had that same smell, the air freshener, sort of stinky bus bathroom. And it feels good to get out once you get to the start.
Who needs those stinky bus bathrooms?
No thanks.
And Brent, this is pretty cool. You get an opportunity to see some of the riders with their wives and with their babies. In this case, we got Oliver Nason right over our shoulders with a baby that seems to be only like 4 weeks old.
Yeah, a really beautiful moment. I mean, this is a highlight of the tour, to be able to have your family come out and, you know, gather a hug and a little bit of FaceTime with them. And yeah, a really special moment and location for Oliver Nason. We're really close to Belgium right now. We're going to be starting in Belgium in a few days, so I'm sure he's capturing a lot of energy. Also heading into his sort of specialty territory, into the cobbles tomorrow.
So the riders come out of the bus also for the interviews. Are you guys in the bus and peering out the windows and seeing all the journalists lining up, and then the press officer gives you the call to come out and do the interview?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, some of the interviews will be scheduled, but yeah, for families also, I'll be messaging your family where they're at, and then yeah, my wife Jamie always said, "Don't keep me waiting. I don't want to feel like I'm standing out here with a fan outside of the bus." So yeah, there's a lot going on. You got to be out there for the journalists and out there for your families, but that's good stuff. That's when the pressure's still low and you can enjoy it.
I think you might have kept me waiting a few times, Brent.
Sorry, Gregor.
Brent, so we're right in here at the INEOS pit, INEOS Grenadiers, and already you noticed that there were 3 cars that pulled up, and I said, which bikes are the race bikes? And you pointed out the different cars that they have here.
Yeah, exactly. So we got 3 cars, 3 sets of bikes. We have this car right here will be avant course before the race or chasing the race. So the race bikes are actually on this. They got the transponders on them. The numbers are going to go on now that they're at the start, so they don't rip off on the transfer here.
And the mechanics will start to pull these bikes off the top of the car and set them up for the riders outside the bus.
Exactly, line them up for the bus. And then, yeah, the other 2 cars, we have the spare bikes, race car 1 and race car 2. So 3 bikes per rider at the start here.
And you can see that too because they have the yellow stickers, and those are the in-race stickers, where that car there has the blue and pink sticker, and that's the same sticker that we have on our car. Brent, one by one, he's pulling off the bikes, and here you can spot this one easily. It says Ghana on the bike, but you know it because it has such a long seat post coming out the top, and rolling the tires, making sure there's no pieces of bits coming off out of the rubber there, and putting them all in the racks here.
Yeah, these things they're polished and cocked and locked and ready to roll.
They are. We see right on the end here is Geraint Thomas's bike, of course, won the Tour de France in 2018. They're putting in Tom Pitcock's bike right now as well. These are the mechanics, you reckon, setting up the bikes here at this point?
Yeah, definitely. So there'll be a mechanic in each team car behind the race, and then probably 1 extra mechanic here at the start. Just queuing everything up. A bunch of other staff here. We have feed zone staff that's going to go out ahead at the race. We have some physiotherapists that are getting the riders ready in the bus. We have the directors getting ready for their meeting. So full team's here, gang's all here, and it's race time.
That is a lot of staff out there. And one thing I know as a journalist, how many bikes are there? We still have 8 riders, still have 8 bikes. So as you're walking around the buses, if you're here at the Tour de France, count the number of bikes outside the bus each morning. That'll give you an indicator if someone's abandoned overnight. All the INEOS bikes are locked and loaded. They're ready to start stage 4 as we're now in France.